Probably really ain't got nothing. Ain't got no car. He ain't got no house.
Ain't got no car, no house. That's a good way to start right there. Yeah, no car, no house. Hey, put them headphones on if you want to hear you. The other ones have got longer. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I got you.
For real though, that shit drive me crazy. It's like really.
Ain't got no way to get around.
Right.
Keep it down, okay. But then lift that up.
Got you.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Here we
stay
go.
with your mama and you're a weed snob.
Live with your mama. You hiding the weed from your mama.
Right. You can't even smoke in the house.
You got to go hang out with the fellas. Hey, we got Casino in the building. Hey, this is the third one, right? I think one, two, three.
This is the third solo one, and then of course we had the CHHK one that unfortunately we couldn't air.
That was my bad.
That was when are they ready to come back up?
Well, shout out Big Mike. He hit
shoot.
me up and he's supposed to get back to me on the date they want to come through.
Bet.
So
Okay, we'll iron that out, and we definitely got to get.
We definitely got to make that happen.
Everybody got to come back again.
Yeah.
You know, it'll probably be for the better too, because things have happened since. So we talk about that. Yeah, that'd be some good stuff.
Oh. I never posted the video, but remember that jar of change you gave us?
Yeah.
That it came in handy.
Oh, I know it does. Hey, I gotta ask.
Yeah.
Did y'all go through the chart? Did y'all hit up the coin store? I ain't gonna do you like that.
No, we didn't. You know what we used it on besides buying like wraps and stuff?
Yeah.
There was a couple of places we went where we had to park the van and pay the meter. And so I got footage of Jason the Professor. We were paying one of the meters, and he was like, "Oh yeah, shout out to Pop Austin."
Yes, sir.
That is hilarious. Oh man, did y'all keep it? Y'all still got it somewhere? No, you don't have it.
Actually, I got it on my phone.
When y'all come back, y'all
Yeah.
gotta play that because that'll be a funny one. That is hilarious.
Yeah, that was the trip.
I see you've been. This is just a random one to start with. Well, I like to say how's life, but like it's good.
Life is
always
good.
good with Casino.
Life is good. It ain't always good, but you know what? I've been on a run.
I would say you put off good vibes all the time now.
Nah, man, I don't focus on negative, but I've had I could probably sit here. You know, a lot of rappers, they like to come on and talk about their struggles and the pain, and I mean that's cool. You know, that's cool. There's probably a lot that I could tell some stories, and they'd be like, "Damn," they wouldn't even know that I've gone through that because I make it a choice not to focus on all of the negatives. I might talk about it here and there in a song, but as far as my day-to-day life, my outlook, my perspective on things, nah, man, I don't focus on that. I think if you stay in that realm, you just keep inviting that energy.
Yeah, you don't want to bring that energy in with you. Yeah. It's like, I think I knew somebody was like, I don't want to let that exorcism movie in my house. That just brings that bad energy. I'm like, what? But it's kind of like that same thing.
Right, that might be an extreme version of it, but yeah.
Kind of, you don't want to bring in that bad energy. Hey, let's go to the IG challenge you've been doing, though.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you just running through them. You like, give me any challenge, I'm going to hop on and spit in them bars.
I got bars.
Talk about that. You just trying to just show how much you can spit, or you just getting inspired more, or like what's going on?
Aren't they bars from the album?
So there's a couple of things that I do on IG that I've been doing. So like I got the StreetNerd bars that I do. Mm-hmm. I've been back at it trying to do it every Friday. So those are just random verses that I got from different songs. I actually haven't done one from the album yet. But I've done some from like old mixtapes, old albums. I did one from the Afrofuturistic album. So, you know, I'll just get on there and spit a verse a cappella, and then I put, you know, my little funny stuff to go along with it so you catch the metaphors. But the challenges that I've been doing, like the most recent one I did was for Bumpy Johnson, Can't Change My Ways challenge.
Yeah, when they give out a challenge.
Yeah, because my whole thing is, it's not even about winning it. It's not even about winning it, you know what I mean? It's about just showcasing what you can do.
The sport.
Yeah, exactly. It's a sport. It's just like boxing, right? You might go spar with somebody. Maybe only a few people see it. Maybe it hits the national scene and everybody knows about it, you know, or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's a sport. And my whole thing is, I feel like I've been slept on. I feel like I get slept on.
Oh, I think you slept on, but
Big
I think
time.
that you still get your respect, though.
I get respect from certain circles, but I feel like I get slept on. Because, I mean, real talk. I've had a hit song that was just as big as, I mean, just about, with the exception of, you know, your upper top echelon artists like UGK. No, man, I'm talking about.
I think Poppin's man. I'm sorry, but
Poppin's dope. I agree, but no, I mean, like, if you go through my history, I've got songs. Game Time was a Billboard charting song, like straight up. That song charted on Billboard. I feel like I don't get the respect that's deserved, so I'm jumping on everything. I do every challenge that comes my way, because, hey, you're going to recognize me one way or the other.
Hell yeah.
And that's my stance on that one. That's why I do it.
Fucking right. Let them know. So what's talk about Raw with the Dog? I've been seeing that a lot too.
Yeah, man. So Raw with the Dog. My homie Chef Greasy.
Shout out Chef Greasy.
Fetty Knox, Ty on the track. It's a collective. It's a production team, right? So basically, these are the guys that I work with the most. I mean, Chef's been my engineer more than 10 years now.
Dog because of Dog Files? Look at me.
Raw with the Dog.
Oh, okay, look, yeah.
So, Chef's been my guy a decade plus, right? So when he spearheaded and started the company, of course, I was like, hey, you my guy, let's run with it, you know? And so while I'm not an official part of it, I look at my job, and this is with anybody I work with, really. If I fuck with you on a daily basis or on a regular basis with business, then it's beneficial for me to push you just the same way you push me.
Yeah, you become like a liaison for each other, right?
Absolutely.
Pulling out fancy words today.
Yeah, there you go. Flexing that SAT vocabulary.
I had a bad SAT. It was horrible. Go ahead. It was horrible.
But no, so, you know, I really push them real hard because they push me, right? Mm-hmm. When they do things, like when they submit stuff, they'll slip in some of my music, and then it helps me get writing gigs. And so on the back end, when I'm out pushing my stuff, hey, this is the people that produce a lot of my stuff. So then it helps them sell more beats. So it's a symbiotic relationship, you know. So that's man, they're my guys.
No, hell yeah. Yeah, I just saw that. I was like, yo, they doing their thing. And like I said, I saw Chief Greasy in there. So I'm like, yo, we're still rocking. I like to see it. Still frat house gang in this bitch.
Heck yeah. I mean, that's never going to go away. You know, all my folks from frat house, lots of love for all of them. Wish everybody the best of luck. The ones that still running with me, you know, we still doing it. Same thing with CHHK. I mean, it's so many entities that I'm connected to. We all push each other, and so it's a great thing. I love it.
Hell yeah. And then I also saw that This Is 50. You was on the This Is 50 for, was it the Wanna Ride single?
Yeah. So we just made,
getting tongue twisted and shit.
We just made This Is 50, and I think this is
not the first time. Yeah,
my
it's
third
the
or
multiple
fourth time
time
hitting their blog this year. It's been a great year.
Damn, I mean, in 1 year. That's dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, since I think the first blog I hit of theirs was either in January or February of this year, of artists to look out for 2022. And then I've been in there when we did the Cherry Mints release. I got in there for that. Yeah. So this is either the third or the fourth one.
So it'd be Cherry Mints. Would Poppin' be the other one?
They did talk about Poppin' when I was on the first one. As one of the artists to look out for.
Yeah, about to say I knew that one. So Cherry, the three ones are right. That's one other one that Cherry. I still be singing that in my head every now and then. Be like, smoking on that Cherry. Yeah, I'm gone. I'll still be singing that bitch.
What surprises me is I'll just randomly get people that'll hit me on YouTube, and they'll be like, came here through Cherry Mints, because remember in the packaging, it's you click the URL, and it'll send you to my YouTube.
Yeah, remember you telling me that? Yeah, because it comes full circle.
Yeah, so it trips me out every now and then. I just get a comment, man, I came because of Cherry Mints, but man, you got good music. So I appreciate it, you know. So I try to connect with people, and you know,
especially they start smoking and stuff, and then they start vibing, put their headphones on, get into it. You like, I got them.
Yeah, I got them. Because you know, I make smokers music, so yeah, they really they connect to it. So that was a good move.
Do you think that's missing a lot, like the smokers music? Like there was a big wave going on when Wiz and them got big, started catching wave, of course, and then Currency.
Right.
It seemed like the weed music kind of slowed down, even though weed's not stopping with people smoking it.
No, it isn't. Okay, so I think it's slowed down, but for a very specific reason, right? you can only make so many songs just about smoking.
No, that's true.
Right? And I think what happened was it kind of came a thing where the music was, oh, I'm just talking about, like what we was just talking about, right? Like, oh, I only smoke this really exotic stuff. And it put a weird, you can only be in that pocket for so long, right?
True.
So what I've been doing, oh, there we go. What I've been doing.
Mike?
Boo, little Mike, boo.
Too late, you're late.
You're late, B.
Can't show up at halftime. Go ahead, though. He's showing up at halftime in his jersey. I'm ready, coach.
I'm ready to play.
You don't even know what the game plan is right
down.
now. Sit your ass down.
Nah, but so one of the things I've been making sure to do is, okay, like my whole next album, watch, y'all wait. This whole next, I mean, even going to tell the title because people be jacking titles and stuff. I ain't going to know.
Oh,
we
yeah.
Just talking about. I don't put everything out there. But this whole next album is all about weed. But it's all about how weed has affected lots of various aspects of my life. So how
you
do
get
you
to talk about different subjects for the weed.
all weed related, but different subjects. So hopefully I can light a new fire under the whole, weed marketing with music. And that's a big piece of my business realm right now. Like I'm working with a couple of different weed companies and growers and stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, because there'll still be days where you just be like, man, where's the weed songs that I want some weed? And especially 420, you got to have some weed anthems because every year 420. So it's going to be in rotation, even if it's an old song.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I mean.
Fucking Cushion Orange Juice still gets played on a regular.
Man.
So
that's a good one. Currency definitely had like several that are in my playlist that I listen to.
Bob Marley, of course.
Oh, man.
He's just like the go-to of weed smoking.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. But, I don't think it died. I just think that it just kind of got pigeonholed. And I don't think that people have really tried to expand how you can talk about weed in various different ways and stuff. So.
Oh, yeah. Hey, real quick, I just wanted to pull up. Do you want to do any reactions or no? Mr. React to that knockout. Some current topics we can go over, or something current topics we can go over, or no? All right. So let's so CHHK, we already talked about them. I think we talked about them before we were rolling. Said the guys are doing good.
Man,
they're pushing strong.
Culprit just dropped a new video. So he's got his project getting ready to come out. Evita just dropped her new single Doper. It dropped this Friday. What was that? The 9th?
Is that on YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube everywhere.
Pull that up.
Yeah.
How do you spell it again?
Doper. Doper by Ative Evita. Ative. Yeah.
Click the YouTube. Oh.
So Ative, and then Evita. Space Evita. Evita, and then Doper.
That is an interesting name.
Bam. That's her newest single. Right
Attract
there.
more customers like your best customers with
Oh man, y'all, we got hit with
AI.
It happens. YouTube trying to get that money.
Yeah.
Spreadsheets.
It's double. Damn, double adding it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the top. Yeah.
No one's doper than me. I'll fix your bill like dimethyltryptamine. Man, I swear I'm like dope, but then I got you lifting, I cloud floating. Yeah, my tripping, I got you find me like a walk kindly. You came and saved me, hallucinating, incredible thing. Yeah, I just might be the next best thing. Yeah, incredible thing. Yeah, incredible things. No one's doper than me. Wake up, the sun's shining. It's a great day to roll up here on cloud nine, a million miles from reality. I swear your light temptations, man, don't mind me. Hoodie on low, blowing O's on upbeat. Frequency on high notes, looking pyramidal, ain't confidence like Michael, man. I swear no one's doper than that.
I heard watching the following y'all on tour, and I heard her performing that. So
Yeah.
I heard that before.
Yeah, no, that matter of fact, that was one of my favorite songs to perform when we were out on tour. Just the energy of the song, it would get the crowd going. And then, like, you know, when women see another female, the lone female performer, you know, with a whole bunch of dudes, they would get up there and really get into the show. So, man, it was a lot of fun performing that song and just performing with the whole crew, man. We had a great time on tour.
What was one of your favorite moments?
Let's see. One of my favorite moments. Oh, man. Oh, okay. So I say there was two. There's two standout moments for me. We got to perform in LA a couple of times. But our first show in LA, I think it was on a Friday, and we opened up for a young lady named and man, I'm probably butchering her name. I think it's Galvan or Galvin. And then with Viva Mescal. Shout out to me, Viva Mescal, and the whole crew out there. But man, that show was ridiculous. Because if you've ever seen me perform, you know how I get. And so when our set started, I think I was the first song, and I said, hold on. And I was like, I had them stop the music, and there was like a whole group of people outside. And I went outside with the microphone, and I was like, get y'all asses in here.
Y'all gonna get y'all's asses in here.
Get your asses in here. If y'all want to party, y'all came to see a show, quit talking out here and get on in here. And like literally we had, maybe not everybody, but like half of the folks outside came in, and man, we rocked that. That was a great show.
50%. Hey, got 50% more. There
right?
you go.
So that was cool. And then I made a really good business contact in Phoenix. I'm not going to speak too much on that because, like I said, I don't talk about it till the ink's dry.
Oh, yeah, the ink's dry and it sits there for a little bit longer.
But
collect a little dust on that paper.
Right, and we blow it. But made a real good business contact there. We've been negotiating some things, trying to make something happen. And if that pops off, ooh, y'all just wait. Y'all just wait. Tell it.
I got to ask. So what'd you think about the Tall Kyle interview?
Man, I loved it. I mean, that's my guy. You know, he's crazy. He's gonna say some controversial stuff, but I thought it was pretty funny. I really liked like when he was telling his stories about, you know, just kind of stuff he's been through and all of that. Yeah, he
said some wild stuff talking about, you know, running for the Trump administration. Boy's a trip, man. We definitely got to get Tall Kyle back up here. I like him. Good energy dude.
Heck
though.
yeah. And you know what's crazy? Like a couple of years ago, like at the height of all of that, because most people don't notice about me, like I really focus and pay a lot of attention to politics and what's going on. I don't talk about it too much.
Yeah, me neither.
But I
rarely follow. He keeps me updated.
Yeah, and that's what's up.
Bad.
I mean, if you're not someone that follows it yourself, it's good to have people that can inform you of stuff, and then you could go.
That gives me a headache.
No, I feel you. I did get to that point. But that's kind of related to what I was about to say. Like, had me and Tall Kyle met in like 2014, 2015, we probably would have butted heads a lot because I was like so like politicized at the time. And I told the story on Facebook, but when I was moving a couple of years ago, I had a neighbor across the street from me. And like, you know, like serious diehard Trump dude, right? Like wore the hat, even had a little bandana on his dog when he used to walk his dog around.
Oh God, the dog's
right?
maggot down.
Yeah, and you know, he was one of those that carried his gun everywhere with him, right? And so I was living in Round Rock at the time, and in my mind, I'm like, I'm from 2-4. Like, why are you walking around with your gun on your hip? Like, you ain't dealing with nothing over here. So in my mind, I had already like had a full mental picture of what this guy was like, right? In my mind. So I was moving when I was moving out of there. And mind you, I think I'd barely exchanged 2 words with this dude, right? So the day I'm moving, I was trying to find a truck. All of the U-Hauls were rented out at the time. It was like my last day. I only had some stuff in the garage. All of my friends with trucks, you know, were busy, couldn't come help. Like, dang, I'm gonna get the last of this stuff out of here. And that guy was walking his maggot dog. And he stops, and he's like, "You having trouble getting the stuff out of here?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to find somebody with a truck, whoop-de-whoop, blah, blah, blah." "Oh, well, hold on. I'll come back around here, and I'll help you." Dude came back with the trailer hitched on his truck, helped me load the stuff in the back of it, took it to the storage, dropped it off. Nicest guy ever. And I realized right there, man, I'm just as bad as anybody else, because I'd already preconceived what this man was all about in my head without ever talking to him. And that right there is what made me chill on all of that stuff. That's why I can laugh with Tall Kyle now and all of that. None of that stuff bothers me, because at the end of the day, we're just people. Mm-hmm. You got a different, aspect or look at life than I do. So, but hey, we're all the same.
And that's crazy, because it's like when you're going throughout just your day, you ain't running to people and talking about, oh, Trump the old, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Everybody's really the same out here. We're all trying to make it, trying to do good for our family. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's just now you could easily, y'all could have turned up if you would have told them, oh, you support Trump, man. He's a just, what? Get your shit out of my truck.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? But as long as you keep it about life, we can live, civilized with whoever, what you support.
Straight up.
It's like a political war among words. That's what it is. It seems like it's turned
like
into
a
religion.
sports team type
and
of
religion
yeah.
too, damn near.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
and that's
fudge.
Well, okay, we won't get too deep.
No,
That's
we
the
won't.
scary part. But at the end of the day, a lot of that stuff, I'm not like a big conspiracy theorist type person, but there's a few things that hold some weight to me, and that's one of them. That stuff is there to divide. It's there to divide because, like, straight up, a lot of the white people that support all of that are actually shooting themselves in the foot, because the establishment doesn't care about poor people. Period.
Yeah, you're all in the same bucket.
And that's the majority of America is, the middle poor class of white people.
Middle and poor.
You know what I mean? That's what makes up the most of the people out here in this country. Straight
up. And so it's there. I forgot who it was, but somebody was talking recently about so if you take it back a little bit, and then we'll get off of this, but I do want to make this point. So, like, if you go back to when slavery was still around and happening, right? So a lot of those poor white guys were taught to dislike slaves. And here's where that came from. The slaves were the ones that were taught how to build, how to become masons, and how to do all of these things, right? Because it's free labor, because I own it. So the poor white guys who can't get jobs, instead of being mad at the establishment, they're fed propaganda to be mad at black people. Because
there was no choice they had.
Exactly.
Or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, there was no choice in it. So those old teachings still are in effect today. And that's why you have a lot of poor white people and folks from different backgrounds who, when you step back and you look at what, not even just the Republican Party, but parties period, the politics in this country is set up to support people with money. So why are you voting against what is really gonna help you? And it all goes back to old propaganda stuff about racism and all of that stuff. It's crazy when you really step back and look at it.
No, yeah, when you put it in that perspective, you're like, damn, it's like it's not the same, but the same.
Yeah. And
one was way fucked up.
Yeah, of course.
This one's just like, y'all doing the most. Now we're looking ridiculous.
Right, but it's when you can step back and look at the seeds of where something came from. I think it helps you identify it better. And then once you can identify something, it makes it easier for you to accept and possibly change your viewpoint. Now, a lot of people, they're too dug in, and they're not gonna. It's become so much a part of their ideology on life. They're not going to be able to change it without severe crisis to themselves. So sadly, some people will never change. But there's a lot of young people and even middle-aged people who you can get to see the hypocrisy of what they're doing and some of their thought process. But like I said, that's a whole nother conversation.
That's a whole show on that. We don't open them words. Why to move to Dallas?
So kind of a couple of different things, right? Some of it goes back to what I was talking about earlier. I feel like as far as Austin is concerned, and this isn't a diss to Austin, but everything I could do to pop off here, I've done, right? And my career didn't quite get to the monetary value that I feel it deserves, right? Do I get respect here? Yeah, from certain circles and all of that, yeah. If you really get down to the movers and shakers here, if you ask them who I am, I'd say 8 out of 10 know who I am. Cool. But it wasn't equating to money. Mm-hmm. So that to me, that was a big piece of the whole move. So definitely for the past year, but much longer than that if you dig into my resume. But my primary way that I've been making money through music is songwriting. I write songs for other people. I was traveling to Dallas and Houston and different places so much, I was like, well, okay, if the right opportunity presents itself, it'd be time to make the move. I had opportunities pop up almost a year ago, but I had gotten custody of one of my kids, and I was like, okay, he doesn't want to move right now, so I had to let him finish school. He graduated in May. Let's go. Inked some deals, made the right connections. All right, let's go. So that way we could turn this into a regular money thing. Cause
you gotta be driving all the way. Yeah.
Well, not only that, I wasn't trying to go back to a regular job. I think once you get a taste of working for yourself, and you're like, dang, I'm making enough money. I've paid all my bills for the past 6 months just with this, right? How could I make this more?
Oh, yes.
And that's the mentality, right?
Nobody wants to work for other people in big corporations.
Yeah, no, I'm sure most people don't, right? Most people don't want to do that.
It's a necessity for most people.
Absolutely. And, man, I worked for several corporations for some time. But, you pick up skills doing that. And so when I realized, okay, if I can put in the right push here to where I can just continue to work for myself, all right, let's make it happen. And so it was a matter of me wanting to make more money, timing. And then the last piece was, let's just break it down, all right? Let's break it down. And we were kind of talking about this when I pulled up, right? Mm-hmm. Austin is not a trendsetter for the urban market. Period. You drive 2 hours to Houston. Their radio sounds completely different from what's going on here. You drive 3.5 hours to Dallas. Radio is completely different.
Oh, different levels.
Completely different.
And they're both two iHearts, and both iHearts sound totally different.
Same company that owns the station here, right? But when you listen to them, it's completely different. So this is where your knowledge of business has to come in, right? So I don't remember the exact rankings, right? But Austin, I think, is in the 30s, maybe even the 40s as far as urban radio markets. We're down at the bottom, right? So as a person that does urban music, how much of a wave am I going to make in the scene if I'm in the 35th or the 43rd market, right? Houston and Dallas are in the top 20. Matter of fact, top 15, I think.
I'm about to say, yeah.
Right? Houston's probably in the top 10. If Dallas isn't in the top 10, it's right there.
No, yeah, it might be like 15, but I can see Houston in top 10 for sure because it's so big, too.
Yeah, absolutely. And really, when you look at Dallas, same thing. So, I need to be in one of those markets if I'm going to remain to live in Texas. Because I toyed around with the idea of leaving Texas altogether. But I got, my kids are here. I still want to be able to be a presence in their lives and all of that. Dallas, it ain't nothing for me to get down here.
It's an easy drive,
right?
And then a quick flight if need be.
Exactly. So I can get to Austin really fast when I need to for my kids or family and stuff like that. But man, I got to get into a larger urban market. Austin, and look, people aren't gonna like some of what I'm about to say, but that whatever. Numbers don't lie. When they consider urban markets, they're looking at the black population and the age demographic of a certain population of Hispanic people, right? That's why, as an urban market, we're ranked so low. Austin's black population is under 8%.
Damn. Yeah.
Under 8%. So what that means is, even if I got every black person in this city to buy my album, I still can't even go gold. I can't even go gold. And you can look these numbers up. Look at Austin's current population. Look up Austin's current black population. I think it's like 7.4, 7.3%. Do the math. You will not even go gold here if you sold to every black person. And that doesn't mean that white people don't buy the music or even Hispanic people of a certain age. That's not what it means. It means, though, as far as how the music business ranks our city, we are very low. So if I want to continue to progress my career in a timely manner, right? Because I'm not one of these youngsters out here that can just drop videos on YouTube and all the kids is gonna gravitate to it, right? That ship's past me, right? So we got to make business decisions. So Dallas was a business decision for money, for growth, and personal happiness. That's straight up. Love Austin to death.
It's packed here. It's really packed.
It is.
In Dallas, it's spread out more.
Well,
even though there's a lot of people there still, but it's spread out.
Absolutely. But the thing about Dallas, and this is why I also chose Dallas over Houston. Dallas, whereas, I love Houston. Hell, I was born in Houston, right? Houston's scene is kind of on lock in the sense of you have a lot of really well-established. The old guard is still doing their thing real hard there. And then you got the new guard, which are trying to just link in with the few companies. They kind of got that city on lock. You know what I mean? Whereas Dallas, I'm not going to say it's just completely wide open, but man, there's so many lanes you can run in. And it's just like, man, it's hard to describe, man. It's hard to describe.
I know, because I'm from there, so I can
Okay.
and imagine now it's better too, just because I'll be seeing a lot more little media stuff pop up there now as well.
And I mean, they got their old guard, and they got their camps that really have stuff on lock. Half Pint Films, is really pushing a lot of the younger agenda there and the younger artists. So that's what's up. Rain 24 and Bumpy Johnson and them, they doing their thing. There's a lot of acts there bubbling that got some strength. And then of course, you got your acts that have came out of there.
Post Malone.
Yellow Beezy. I mean,
Doro.
the list goes on. There's some established people out of there. But they also got really cool history in other realms of urban music.
Well, then they got, and also the big thing is they got the biggest sports team too.
Yep.
So when you got the Dallas Cowboys and then you got all of the different sports, that helps as well.
And
That's
everybody comes through there. Everybody in the urban market comes through there, from plays to R&B music to jazz music to rap music. They all come through there because it is a huge urban market. So,
and the venues are popping out there too. There's a lot of Verizon. There's so many venues opposed to what it is. Although the venues are starting to get built around here, though.
They are.
They're popping up.
They are.
But in that DFW area, they're just everywhere. You'd be like, what the hell?
But we still don't have those sports teams.
No,
too.
no, we don't.
We don't have that sports money, flowing through the city.
Hell
Like
no.
Hamid Yaz said, a lot of the artists, get money from them athletes. You know what I'm saying? They're dumping money into the local scene, and we don't have that here.
MO3 and Yellow Beezy, they were getting money from these athletes.
Yeah.
Des Bryant, I could swear, I ain't trying to just throw his name up, but I can guarantee you Des
Real
Bryant
talk.
is throwing money and helping out Yellow Beezy.
Absolutely.
And the rest of those
I
cats.
mean, heck, when y'all interviewed Quinn, even he said he got some help from
athlete money. Chris Houston.
Yes,
Chris
thank you,
Houston.
from Chris Houston, right? So we that's definitely a defined part of the music business. You need those other entities to invest in you.
Sports money is different than music money.
Oh man, all day.
Would you take a deal from like a Zeke Elliott if you do an album deal
or
with
Dak or somebody, or you know what I'm saying?
if the money was right?
I absolutely would. Now, my thing is,
Shout out Cole Beasley, he be rapping, but go ahead.
oh, okay, hey, holla at your boy. But no, I would definitely, I'm down to work with anybody if it's a mutually beneficial deal, right? I'm not one of those people that's gonna say like, oh no, I'll never sign with a label. Why would you not? if the money is right and you can negotiate the best contract for you.
Yeah,
Why
like
wouldn't you?
1-2 album, you know what I'm saying? But like, let's do a little test, you know.
Straight up. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna say no names. I had a production company, a pretty well-known production company, literally just reach out to me earlier this week about doing an EP. Like, hey, let's do a 1 EP thing. You know, we both put in this, that, or the other, and we're kind of negotiating a few things. But man, I'm wheeling and dealing all the time.
Gotta be wheeling and dealing.
Let's make it happen. If we can get the numbers right and it's mutually beneficial, cool. Let's do it. If it works, great. Let's do another one. If it doesn't, hey, okay, we gave it a shot. No big deal. Keep it pushing. They still doing business. I'm still doing business. But yeah, I would absolutely do something if the deal was right.
Hell yeah. And then let's get into
StreetNerd.
Get into StreetNerd. I don't know.
Man, album dropped on the 27th of August. The reviews have been crazy, like crazy reviews. Where I get my CDs printed up, the guy literally wrote me back in the emails like, "Man, this might be the best underground album I've heard that came out of my shop all year." I mean, like just little. I've been getting kudos from people I would have never thought would have gave me props on something. You know what I mean?
Got some hella features. See, Tom Brigante's on here.
Yep.
Misdemeanor.
Yep. I tried to get a lot of people from Austin, but I also got a lot of features from people outside of Austin. One of my favorite features I got on here was from Magno, from Swisher House. That's the homie. I've known Magno a long time. But I also got on that song a guy from Atlanta called The Thriller. Up and coming artist out of Atlanta. Really buzzing real hard. Got him on a song. Got King Nasir from LA on a song. I met this group when we opened up for R.A. the Rugged Man called Open Minded. They're from Minnesota. I got them on a song. Like, man, I was really reaching out trying to work with people.
I realized Poppin' was on here. I'm slipping.
Yeah. Poppin' was the lead single for this album.
Yeah, I'm tripping. Shit. So what we got upcoming for Casino? You say you got another project you dropping that's weed based, talking about some things. You got like a shoot date for that? Is that gonna be around like the
realistically
420? Probably be cool.
That's what I was about to say. Realistically, it would be 420-ish, somewhere around there. But, I got to sit down and talk with the label because that's also going to be a CHHK project. Mm-hmm. And so, we about our business, so we got to look at who all's dropping and find the exact right date for me to drop without, us throwing off any other release dates and stuff. So I don't have a set date, but that album's done.
Ready to go.
Matter of fact, that album, I finished that album before this one.
That's usually how it happens. It's all about timing.
And I'm always writing.
How many albums you got with CHHK?
I'm gonna have 2 before it's all said and done. You never know, cause I got a 3rd and a 4th one I've already been writing, and then another EP I'm writing with that company I just mentioned. Mm-hmm. Me and Texas Made Gorillas just worked out a deal, so
shouts out Texas Made.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing their next I guess theme song or whatever.
That's dope.
I just wrote some jingles for a couple other companies, some local companies.
That's where the money's at.
Yeah, Jive Turkey. You can get your turkey, get your potato casserole, all that good stuff.
Yeah, especially the holidays coming up.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, but I stay working, man. I stay working. I'm really just trying to push. Just being a full-fledged songwriter and writer across the board, that's my bread and butter. So anybody out there, hey, if you want a song or if you need a jingle for your company or whatever, holla at me.
Holla at the mayor.
Holla at me. I will write something for you and you will love it.
Yeah, speaking of that, so are you still the Partyville mayor or what's going on with the name?
He made a joke about that. It was funny. I forgot what you said. He's like, hey, the Partyville no more mayor. Are you?
Yeah,
what's up?
Yeah, that boy Super was giving me shit about it too.
You got to give him the title now.
What's going on?
Well, all right. So I'm always gonna be the Partyville mayor because Partyville goes with me everywhere I go. Right, like straight up.
Okay.
I haven't changed my name. It's not like I changed my name to Casino DFW or something like that.
The Partyville Duke. Call yourself like the Duke.
Right, Partyville president.
Yeah, because the mayor got to be in the city.
Yeah, the mayor got to be in the city. So
former mayor.
No, what's funny is literally on my new single "Wanna Ride." I start the second verse off with Used to be the mayor, but I elevated. Now you walk and call me Seen Obama. Looking presidential, kill him with my pencil. Now my bank account is plenty commas. So I mean, like we're already kind of leading up to it. But I'll always be the Partyville mayor. You know, I love Austin. Austin, I've always considered it my home. It's where I've spent the most of my time. So, but you never know. We might have to pass the moniker to somebody here. And maybe we'll make it like the 007, right? The next person graduates. We
or
pass.
Batman, you get another Batman.
Hey, you know,
Batmans.
there you go. We might have to pass it to somebody.
That's funny. I always like to give you drops. Where can we stream you at? Where can we find you at on social media?
Gotcha. I'm very easy to find. CASINOATX, pretty much just like it says there. CASINOATX. Literally, hey, my Google rating has gotten pretty high, so Google me. Google me. I will pop up on all of it. Now, it's going to say, do you mean casino tax? No, just say, yes, I meant casino ATX. And then, boom, it's going to take you to all of my stuff. Or Partyville Mayor, because I've still got that on lock.
Hey, might as well. I mean, keep pushing it, damn it.
Yeah, so y'all can find me through either of those. I'm very easy to find. All of my music's online. Well, all of my contemporary, my newer music is online. Every now and then I have somebody be like, "Where's Game Time?" I'm like, you know, that's under some contractual
Don't look over here.
stuff.
Look over there real quick. It'll be up there. That's funny. Well, shit, man. Hey, it's always good having you come by to the studio, man. Pop Austin Media. Keep doing your thing. Hey, this is Jet with Pop Austin Media, and I'm signing out. CASINOATX. Let's get it.
I want you to do something real quick. Grab your album. It's gonna the interview's gonna stop and then it'll come back to you. I just want you to say, what's up, y'all? It's CASINOATX. Thanks for checking out this interview. Make sure you go grab my new album, The Street Nerd, in stores right now.
Bet.
And that's it. Yeah, so look at that camera and do it. Oh,
all right.
Shit. We're still rolling, so whenever you're ready.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy CASINOATX right here at Pop Austin Media. Hey, appreciate you checking out the interview. Make sure you go download or stream my new album, The Street Nerd, right now. Available everywhere where you stream and buy. CASINOATX. Holla at your boy.
One take.